All right, yeah, we just want to remind y'all that with 15 minutes, you can save 50% or more on car insurance with Geico before we get into this grand finals for our second week of the weekly play-ins, this time representing SF5 on the East Coast, and we got NuckleDu versus Nephew.
Ugh. Absolutely. You already know what time it is, grand finals, and if you're not in tune with what's going on here, look at your top 8, how it broke down. You know, Rob TV had a great run throughout the tournament. Punk got eliminated a little early on, but that's okay. We still got a plethora of great players that was running through that tournament, and you can see how it played out here. Now we got into our grand finals right now with Nephew and NuckleDu. And Nephew coming from the loser, so he's going to have to win 2 sets of 3 out of 5, while NuckleDu only has to win 1 set of 3 out of 5. So definitely a lot of pressure on Nephew's side. But you know what? It's a beautiful thing to be in the loser side sometimes because you actually get warmed up and, you know, actually get to flow things.
Yeah, and the good thing for Nephew is that he just fought another guy. So it's not like he had to adjust for a different matchup going from NuckleDu to Rob TV, right? He just fought another guy, stayed in that same mind state of facing this character, and now he's going to get his chance at a run back.
Yep. So we're going to see what happens. I think we're both ready.
Oh, yes.
I think we're both ready to see these grand finals. I think the players are ready. I'm not too sure. I know I'm ready.
Oh, yes. Yeah, this is just the first week. Of course, they are going to be competing for $1,600 on the line. The first place winner will get $1,000, so it's really that lion's share of the prize pot, as well as 50 points that are going to go towards that Geico Final Championship later on for $15,000 offline. So yeah, definitely a lot of things on the line here for our competitors here in Grand Finals as we get into it.
All right, here we go. Nephew, NuckleDu, Grand Finals.
Round 1.
Okay, here we go. Oh, and we already got the music power up on Colleen's side.
Oh, the back fears real early for NuckleDu, already establishing the dominant ground game he's known for. But I love Nephew taking that risky jump, paying off big. Has him in the corner now, but mistimes his meaty throw.
Oh, wow. Too much plus frames there on the Sonic Boom.
The bazooka knee, putting a stop to the EX vanity step. Universal, oh, stacking up that great life, and then big hits on NuckleDu's side, cashing in on some damage, having us in the suplex as well.
Oh, he's trying to look for that throw fake. A good challenge there from Nephew. Wow, crouching jab, anti-air. Crouching jab, anti-air. What a classic way to finish it.
NuckleDu getting back to establishing the ground game. Lots of Sonic Booms, whether it be V-Skill, whether it be EX. Oh. Wow, stand jab traded right there. Huge break for NuckleDu. Flash kick as well. Trying to put a stop to Nephew's relentless offense. So wide kick is there as well. Trying to gather some space, go over any low pokes that Nephew is looking for.
Oh, looking for it. I like how NuckleDu is just conditioning himself to just block all these things. Like, you know what? I got a big lead. I'm going to take whatever that's coming to me right now. You're definitely going to have to work on opening me up. And you know what I mean? There's not much right now that Nephew could do. One nail in the coffin for NuckleDu. Right here to take. So sorry about that, brother. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's the thing about when you're in that scenario as Nephew, right? When you are behind against Guile, you want to look for those big buttons, and NuckleDu was looking for him to commit to those big buttons and just gets the easy jump it.
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, we're going to Cammy. We're not even playing no games. I know we're going to Cammy. I know we're going to Cammy. You know what? I feel like Nephew right now throughout this set, you can kind of tell like he's actually in the middle of you know, either being hot or cold with Colleen. You know what I'm saying? So it's either he's running with it or he's just gonna have a bad time. I mean, he's been losing some gas, especially going up against 2 really good Guiles on the way over there. So I would say a little change of pace just to put the pressure on NuckleDu a little more with a little faster, more walk speed, just to get under his skin a little bit. It would definitely be a good change of pace for him. So we'll see exactly what he's gonna do. Unless, of course, he's gonna stick with Colleen. He needs a breather, but I feel like he's gonna go to Cammy. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, one of the biggest assets Cammy has, right, is that fast walk speed. Perhaps she can make a little bit more happen than Colleen can once she gets in on Guile. Put the pressure on NuckleDu to maybe take a throw or two and expose that for a big counter hit.
All right, here we go. Already goes with that Cammy, just like I said. Oh, look at that. Now he's going poke. Forget the zoning game. Now I'm gonna fight you.
Yeah, Nephew trying to bully his way in, but he just keeps finding all these hits on the side of NuckleDu's guy.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nice call right there from Nephew. Get that V trigger popping.
Tries to keep him in the corner. Nice dash up, crouch strong. Cracks him open, and then he goes for the back fist. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be V-reversal or what.
Okay. All right, very nice. No, damn, Nephew was getting washed. What the hell happened?
Yeah, right? The Cammy pick, he actually got the corner scenario, put the screws to NuckleDu.
What a comeback right there. I just blinked. I didn't even pay attention to the light balls at one point. All right.
Wow, Crouch Fear is able to trade for NuckleDu on the anti-air.
Oh, he tried to spiral arrow through that.
Yeah.
Nice break.
Dive kick ready, looking for him to spin that last bit of V trigger on the cannon strike. Go throw after the light kick, tick throw. Wow, just wake up, dash forward, throw attack from NuckleDu, and then he's ready for the EX flash kick on the dive kick.
Final round.
Man, NuckleDu. You can tell he's been playing a lot of Cammy lately. He's definitely used to the tendencies of Nephew's offense.
Right. You know, exactly. I mean, of sure she could be a little cut and dry, but you could definitely tell the tendencies from Cammy's period. Especially Nephew, who plays a little more slower with Cammy. He's definitely trying to force out those quick punishes. Okay, walk under right there to avoid the cross up. Nephew not doing so bad. He activates early on. That is the privilege of having a 2-bar V trigger. Nice. Oh man, he is making quick work. He's like, yo, I want this 1,000. Like, I want this 1,000. Yeah, I want this 1,000. That was a $1,000 flash kick right there, if I ever seen one. All right, good stuff.
And Nephew right there. I think that dive kick was a little bit desperate, looking for any way in, and he, I think, was just a little bit too linear, a little bit too telegraphed with how he's gonna approach NuckleDu's guy right there. And that's the thing that Guile can do to you, just frustrates you into kind of knocking your head up against the wall over and over again. And he's gonna commit to the Cammy.
Yep. No, at this point, it's time to lock in. He knows that he can't do it with Colleen, so he's gonna clock in with Cammy. And he's doing a good job right now. He already got NuckleDu in the corner. Oh wow! He's rushing to the hooligan with the jump back short. That's what we're doing out here. All right,
ridiculous.
Yeah. This is a $1,000 game right here. I see it. Punish.
My man's not sponsored. He's trying to get this money.
Man, it's looking like a bad look. It's okay, baby. Just say Matei. Just say Matei.
And on top of NuckleDu going on to tournament point, he's got a full critical art to help him seal it.
Okay. Look at that. Just playing. Just camping. It's nothing.
Yeah. Establishing his spot. Oh, got caught reaching. Next dive, you've been trying to get in real close. NuckleDu staying solid though. Got caught with the crouch medium kick there though. Dive kick and messed it up. Oh no!
Reactions.
Yeah. Gotta test this man.
Oh no. Now you see how NuckleDu is pressing him now, knowing that Nephew got the spiral arrow, so he's making a think that he's gonna throw a sonic boom. Now he's just gonna go for the offense. Oh, EX, thank you. Spend that cash. Oh no, that's super. It's over. And your champion for the Geico Gaming weekly plans, the first of many for Street Fighter V, is NuckleDu. Man, it's crazy saying his name bland with no sponsor. That's crazy.
Right? Straight NuckleDu.
But he's sponsoring himself by his own wallet. Congratulations. Even though this was a free entry, so I'm just throwing it out there. As he takes home 50 smackaroonies when it comes to the points and $1,000 cold hard cash presented by Geico Gaming. And of course, you know what? Big shout outs to the whole top 8, of course. Second place was Nephew. Third place was Rob TV. They leave with a big chunk of points and a nice piece of cash. But everybody goes home in this top 8 with a little bit of points. Even some of the top 16. Some of the ninth place to the top 16s actually get some points too. So big ups to those guys. And yeah, man, there it is. There's the point breakdown for this week's Street Fighter V.
NuckleDu winning that big 50 points. Rob TV going home with 25, and Nephew going home with that second place of 35. Well done to all our participants for our first East Coast Street Fighter V edition for these GEICO Gaming weekly play-ins, man. It was great stuff. Yeah, I wanted to. Are we going to take a quick look at the weekly schedule before signing off? I'm not sure. Yes, we are. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be the full weekly schedule here. We have May 8th, which was the East Coast Street Fighter V Arcade Edition set. Next week, for May 15th, we are going to the West Coast for Tekken 7. And again, East Coast and West Coast times will differ. So West Coast next week will start at 7 p.m. Pacific and 10 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you tune into that if you want to check out the Tekken 7 and West Coast action. And yeah, you can see our breakdown of every week we are bringing action here on twitch.tv/GEICO Gaming all the way through November. So stick around and join us week in and week out. Man, yeah, it was a great first week for Street Fighter V East Coast. You got anything to say to the people before we get out of here?
Nah, I'm just very happy that I'm involved with this. You know what I mean? Especially, I can't stress this enough that I'm doing it from the comfort of my own home, so I could be that much comfortable. So good stuff to GEICO Gaming for getting us involved. And shout outs to you, Rynge, for being involved with this too as well with me. So I'm happy. You know, I'm happy with all the players getting involved and just pretty much trying to get their time to shine. So big ups to GEICO Gaming for giving us a platform for those type of things. And yeah, you already know. So yes, guys, without further ado, shout outs to you guys, GEICO Gaming, for the weekly plans, and everybody that's watching home. I'm IFCYipes, and I know Rynge just had a technical issue. I'm out of here. Peace out, y'all. Bless.